What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and hope you're enjoying this mock draft Monday. Glad you stopped by to check out this fresh Seahawks 7-round 2023 NFL mock draft. Going to be interesting. Obviously, Seattle's got a lot of draft capital to work with here, so could be interesting at pick 5 with a quarterback. Not sure we're going to go that direction in this mock. We'll see how it goes, though. A lot of positions to address. Got to get after the quarterback a little bit better. Work on the interior of the offensive line. Maybe add a playmaker on the back end, potentially. And, of course, on the offensive side of the football, there are some potential skill position adds that we can make. So let's dive in to this Seahawks 7-round mock draft. Okay, here we go. Seattle, pick 5. We're going to start the draft here. Yeah, okay. Looks like something that could actually happen here for the Seahawks. I wouldn't be shocked at this, okay? We see Young, Richardson, and Stroud as the first 3 quarterbacks off the board, and Arizona doing something that has been reported before in the draft process. They get Tyree Wilson at 3. This opens the door, folks. It doesn't even have to worry about it. You got the 2 blue chippers at pick 5. I think we know where to lean here. We need to get after the quarterback. Yeah, I think the interior has some interesting options later. You don't pass up the blue chip edge rusher and Will Anderson Jr. 146 pressures since 2021. That is insane. 17.5 sacks, 31 tackles for loss in 2021. Didn't really replicate those absurd numbers in 2022, but still a double-digit sack season. He's everything you want, okay? Phenomenal run defender, at 240 plus, but just impressive power, impressive hands to keep tackles from getting into his frame. He's got the forklift technique. He can work speed to power. I think really he wins at contact point. He's got counters to go to. Give him the runway. He's going to be a problem. I think Boye Mafe and company not really feeling it right now off the edge. Will Anderson changes that completely. Now, Will Levis was on the board, and I think that's potentially a fit in Seattle if they want to go the quarterback route, but didn't do that obviously here. I want to think about what we're going to do. A lot of receivers come off the board. Smith and Jigba, Johnston, and Addison all get taken in this simulation. That kind of opens the door a little bit here for what I think could be a potential all-in situation here. I really want to do this. I know that this is something where, you look at this defensive line class and you feel like, okay, there's some guys you can target. Cansey, Brzee are guys who can get after the quarterback. I'm going to hold off. I think there are options we can wait on here. Ojomo's a good player. Kobe Turner's a good player. Javon Dexter gets after Zach Pickens. There's a lot of that here. What I'm going to do is get absolutely rare at tight end here. I took a different guy in a mock draft on the channel recently, but we're going to go take Dalton Kincaid here at pick 20. Dude is rare quicks at the tight end position. He finds a way to make things happen after the catch, maybe in not the way that you would assume that he can, but I think, with the body control, the hands, I think Seattle obviously has a good stable tight ends. You got Noah Fant, you have Will Dissly, but beyond 2023, who's going to be there? I think Dalton Kincaid reshapes the room in a way that you'd like. You didn't get maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba, who you wanted to kind of potentially be your slot operator. Instead, you go get Kincaid, who can almost be a receiver in 11 personnel potentially, but it's actually 12, of course. That's such a nice fit for Seattle. So pick 37 here gets interesting. We could double down heavily, take BJ Ojulari here, really make things happen. I think we're going to be the first to do this. Let's get ahead of the curve here a little bit. Got the pick of who we want at center. I'm going to lean John Michael Schmitz. I think there's enough to the frame. There's enough power. You can operate in the phone booth. I'm good with that. and I think there's enough to work with him as a zone center. So, Tippmann, Whippler, there are guys that are available that obviously could help these guys out. I'm going to lean Schmitz over all of them here and take him at 37. Okay, Darnell Washington coming off, player I like for sure. In the spot that we saw him go there. Dion Henley's available. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So defensive interior wise, could look at Keanu Benton. I still got my eye on Zach Pickens. There's a lot of picks we could still make here. Do we want the receiver that can kind of maybe take up the mantle that Tyler Lockett has set? Maybe not. Maybe not this early. So I propose we do this. This is something that I think Seattle could potentially do. You look at, okay, we need to get maybe another name in the corner room. Tariq Woolen, phenomenal season. Kobe Bryant's a good player. But, I think when you look at big, long, strong player who I think fits the system really well, I'm going to take Julius Brents here at 51. I think it's a phenomenal fit in Seattle, and the secondary continues to get better. So, again, we're waiting at linebacker. Do I even dare consider? He might not get to me, but we'll see. Okay, I think he got here. He did. So Noah Sewell, potential option at 83. That's probably not going to be available at 122. Yeah, I mean, there are ways we can go with this. There's no doubt. I like Ojomo here from Texas. Good pass rusher on the interior, disruptor. Could go Carl Brooks though as well. Out of Bowling Green, he's 303 pounds. He's probably going to play on the interior. I think that gives you a really nice potential there. I'm going to lean Ojomo. I think he's quite good at getting after the quarterback. And I think, you have Will Anderson. I'm not opposed to adding edge rusher even as we continue down the board here. So we're not opposed to the double dip. Really quick, make a mental note here of who's available. Yeah, we could go this route. That would not shock me. I'm going to hold off. We're going to go with who I said here. We're going to take Moro Ojomo. I just think when you look at what Seattle needs to get better at, we got to just pound it, get after the quarterback any way possible. A lot of edge rushers went off there. There goes Pickens and Brooks and Byron Young. So Voorhees would have been a nice selection as well. This is where I think we work into the skill positions a little bit more. We look at wide receiver for sure. Edge rusher has some names. I think we dive in a little bit further here. The edge group. I think we double down here. I want to get Yaya Diaby. I think he's a sleeper no longer. Tested phenomenally at the combine. Edge rusher from Louisville. I think we're going to go that direction here. Let me just double check receiver. Yeah, the player I want is still available. Will he be when we get there? I don't know, but we're not going to take a chance at a more premium position here. I'm going to take Diaby unless I think Sewell went, though. So probably not going to make that. I have thoughts there at linebacker. Let's double down here. Let's take Yaya Diaby here at pick 122. I don't think they should be tied to anybody on the edge at this point. I know Nwosu's a nice player. I think we need to get better all around. Wow, a lot of the receivers went that I wanted. Like all of them. Okay, we got 152 and 155 here. We can make something happen. Oh, man. I want to do this, I think. Let's see who's here. Boy, this feels like a pick that they would make. Cy Speed and Bryce Ford Wheaton. Puka Nakua is here. I think that's probably where I'm going to lean. Size, speed. I think he is extremely underrated as a playmaker. Gives you an opportunity to give, Tyler Lockett maybe some slot snaps if you want to give him that, or you go big with Nakua in the slot. You know, you can mix and match with when you have, you know, Dalton Kincaid out there. I'm going to get Nakua. I think he's a really, really good receiver, especially this late in the game here. Okay, I think we go absolutely super duper fun here unless there's a guard I really like. Oh man, yeah. Couple guards down the way. Let's go fun. Let's get fun here. The skill positions, we're gonna keep boosting them. I think we take Deuce Vaughn here. Let's take Deuce Vaughn. Again, yeah, he's 5'5". I get it. I understand. It's day 3. We're pick 155. We're rolling the dice. I think the idea of him in space, you know, with the speed he has, the twitch he has, I think he's really good between the tackles too, vision-wise. Again, he complements the running back room well. He's a great pass catcher. You know, let him work on third downs. I really like that fit there. Okay, so got 2 more picks here at 196. I'm going to leave that guy there, and I'm going to take the player I want here for these guys at pick 196. I'm going to take John Gaines, the guard from UCLA. I think Mafi would also be a strong fit here. We got our center. Stromberg would be a nice one, though, if we were waiting this long. I'm going to go Gaines. The reason I'm going to go Gaines is because of really one thing, and maybe one thing only. Elite short shuttle time. A nice indicator, not always 100%, nothing is, but a nice indicator of success on the offensive line in the NFL. Really strong short shuttle time. John Gaines tested extremely well as an athlete at the combine, so the guard from UCLA is our pick at 196. Now we wait for our guy to potentially still be on the board when we're picking at 238 at the position that we have not yet addressed that I would like to. It's a patient wait. We'll see if it happens. I think because it's not valued in the PFF simulator as much, we've done it. Yes. Okay. So final pick, we're going to go linebacker here. I would like to take Jeremy Banks from Tennessee. Just a big fan. I think there's not many guys. The linebacker class is pretty shallow. I like Dorian Williams. You know, there's a couple guys that are undersized that make a lot of sense, but I think Jeremy Banks would be a phenomenal addition at the end of this draft. So there you go, guys. A really strong draft, I think, across the board. You know, when you're looking at Will Anderson, Dalton Kincaid, John Michael Schmitz, Julius Brents, Moro Ojomo, Yaya Diaby, Puka Nakua, Deuce Vaughn, John Gaines, Jeremy Banks. Yes, the grades aren't perfect over here. I think this is a really strong draft. So hope you guys enjoyed this Seahawks 7-round mock draft. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more NFL draft content coming soon on the channel. Lots of prospect stuff. We'll probably get into the full mock draft stuff as well, but it's the place to be. So stick around. Hope you guys enjoy your time here. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.